Good morning, germs, worms, friends, and neighbors. We're coming back at you again. It's Mike and Kelly.
Now we are going to discuss death. It's inevitable. Every living thing on this planet will go through this process, which sucks.
Yeah.
And, it leaves behind people who love and care about you. My
Everybody pays the price in the end.
Everybody, yeah, everybody. However, my personal opinion is when you die, you are birthing into another realm. Just like you birthed into this realm, you're birthing into another realm. Mike, what's your opinion on it?
I yeah, I do believe that we are birthed into another realm as far as our because our energy has to go somewhere. And so our energy goes to another realm. But now I do believe that our energy goes to another realm and we sit there and until we learn everything that needs to be learned, we come back here. I believe in reincarnation. We are put back into another person. And I do believe you have the choice of who you want to get into and you see what their life is going to be like.
I believe that our life is predestined, and I believe that we have a say in what happens. However, I also believe that there's little, right turn,
You have free choice.
balls that are sent along the way, like
Yeah.
hey, I wanted a big family and, blah, blah, blah. But okay, they put me into the big family and I have brothers and sisters. However, you're going to deal with abandonment issues because your
Yeah.
dad leaves, you're 6 months old, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
And so yeah,
um,
there's many tangents your life can take on the choices that you make during your life. And you get to do those choices. That's where you have to believe and and learn to accept what your guides and your guardian angels tell you and show you. Because if you don't, human nature, we're always going to take the wrong fucking path. I don't give a fuck. If you go, well, you're going to go this way, it's just a big dump and there's nothing there but fucking shit, nothing else. And this way here, you got streets of gold and flowers growing everywhere. You're always going to go to the shit. You're
personal
going to, oh,
opinion.
let's go see what that is. We know what flowers do. Let's go see what the shit does.
That's your personal opinion.
Yeah, it
I
is.
agree. But I can tell you that whenever I was going through hypnosis and my hypnotist was talking to my higher powers, my higher power did say that we are living at one time 12 different lives,
Wow.
like a honeycomb. Think of a honeycomb. You have your you have your higher self in the honeycomb, and then you're living all these different lives on the outside. Now, that makes me wonder about some things in
It
this life,
does. It did it.
because I can remember being like not engaged in this life, kind of like on autopilot.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I woke up one morning and I was engaged. Maybe I died in the other life and now I jumped into this body to take over this. But I don't know.
Don't know.
All I know is that that's how they explained it in hypnosis was think of a honeycomb and you're living 12 different lives at one time,
Wow.
which is frightening because I've had some crazy ass dreams. And if my dreams are taking me into those other lives, oh, that's frightening.
Really makes you wonder, don't it?
And it makes, yeah, there's a lot of things that make me wonder about. And I like my earliest memory, I woke up, I'm in I'm going to say a bassinet, but I think it's more like, I don't know, it has high sides. I can't see out the sides. It
Yeah.
could have been a box as far as I know.
Probably a crib with a blankets over it or
Yeah,
whatever.
something. Everything is blurry. I can make out like a tongue and groove ceiling above me. And I remember thinking to myself, yep, I'm back. That's my earliest memory.
Wow.
So, I totally believe in reincarnation. I believe that, you're going to spend more than a millennia on this planet before, and I don't know if this planet is like, hey, this planet is the second grade.
Yeah.
Whenever you're done with this planet, then
You
you get
got another one to go to, motherfucker.
grade. Who knows?
I don't know. It is what it is.
But we are definitely living it for a reason.
I
And
believe it's to learn,
I believe it's to,
ex
um,
experience and learn.
you think of Gandhi and Jesus, and you know, I have a feeling it's to learn to love unconditionally everyone, everything, every time. And I can tell you, I don't do that. I have so much,
Oh, I don't do that.
I
I
have
got
so
a
much
lot of animosity.
hostility and anger and animosity in me that how do you get rid of it? Meditation,
Can you just pop a balloon?
meditation, huh?
Can you just pop a balloon? There, it's gone.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
But
it
yeah,
is.
I do believe that I know for a fact that we will see everyone who we love and cherish and respect again. That I know for a fact. Um, one of my guides, his name is Eric. He has been with me all of my life. As a matter of fact, my youngest son, Rodney or Matthew, was going to be named Eric. But whenever I looked up the meaning of Eric in the dictionary, it was the bold. And Rodney was already way too much. So Matthew got a different name. He got Matthew, which is the loved one. Anyway, that's a different story.
That's a different
Um,
story for
so
another time.
yeah, for another time. So I dreamt that I was walking along the railroad tracks and it was dry and dusty and hot. And all I could think of was, I gotta get out of the sun. And up ahead, I could see like this little tiny shack along the railroad tracks. But in front of the shack was like a little porch, and the porch was in the shade. So I got up on the porch to cool off and get out of the sun. And I opened the door and I could not see the end, the back of this little tiny shed. I mean, I could not see the back of it. And the next thing I know, I am on the second level, way in the back. I am with everybody who I've ever known and who I've ever loved and who I've ever
Oh,
cared for. And we are laughing, we are having a great time, and
heaven.
I am, if you can imagine feeling love, I am wrapped in love. If
From
you,
everybody around you.
yeah, it was like unbelievable. And Eric stood up and said, because there was a train horn in the distance,
Now you got to go.
you gotta go. Yeah. And I was like, no, no, I'm not gonna go. I'm staying here. And he
Welcome to Doctor Who's Tardive.
and he said, no, you've got to go now. And he pushed me and I woke up.
You don't
And
get to be here no more.
I know I didn't get to be there no more. But I know and at that time I had really bad sleep apnea.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that I was dying. And I was on my way to the other side,
Oh,
and it wasn't my time, obviously, because he pushed me
so
back.
they pushed you back.
He pushed me
See,
back.
that's what our guides are supposed to do. They're supposed to keep us going when we're supposed to be going. Our guides and our guardians. I mean, I've had instances. I've never really thought about it, back in the day. I just thought, oh look, a couple of stupid fucking high school kids rolled a dune buggy and we're not dead, we're not hurt, and the dune buggy is just flattened like a pancake laying there, and we're sitting in the dirt, and the other guy's standing next to me, and I look at him and go, what the fuck did you do? So I just turned the corner and then all of a sudden we slid into that ditch and flipped the dune buggy and rolled that motherfucker right over. And it just kind of somebody took us out because it went right smack dab right across the top of them seats, that roof. And I was sitting here and Larry was standing there. And I went, motherfucker. And nothing happened to us. Not a fucking thing.
Yeah.
But we had to walk home
Yeah.
thanks to
Had to
Larry's
walk
driving.
home. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, but the thing is like you said, nothing happened.
No. So I had, and what Larry did, well, whether it was mine and Larry's or whether Larry had a guide, but they saw what was going to happen. They, whoever it was, whatever it was, took us out of that accident and set us there, which was fine by me, because otherwise we'd both have been dead.
Yep. Out in the middle of nowhere. So
Out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
it would have taken them a long time to find you.
Yeah, yeah, we'd have been goddamn buzzard food.
Oof. That's a horrible
You know,
thought.
one of them worms crawl in and the worms crawl out.
That's true. So yes, I strongly, firmly believe in reincarnation. I know I've been here. I have been here a number of times. I couldn't even begin to tell you every time that I've been here. I know that I was in World War II. I mean, I know that I've been both male and female. And it's just what it is. It's
It is what it is. Yeah.
the
And
thing that sucks is why do you have to forget what you know?
the past, yeah. Why would you want to? I mean, granted, it's not that we want to forget. It's that upon being reborn, they don't let us consciously remember all our past life, other than when you go into your like into a hypnotic trance and bring those past lives forward. They're buried deep, deep in there,
Mhm. They are.
and we don't
That
get to
thing
consciously bring them forward.
is you also bring the trauma from those other lives too.
Yeah, all of it.
So,
So it kind of saves your ass, really.
sometimes, but sometimes it can cause emotional distress and anxiety and, other issues that you shouldn't have to deal with. Oh, Mike, we're at a minute
What?
5.
It's 5 minutes?
Minute 45 seconds. Minute 40.
Oh wow.
We gotta
God,
start
that was
our
that was
goodbye
really
now. Hey, what are we
this was
talking about on Sunday?
Sunday. Oh, wow. So what do you think? What should we talk about?
Um, let's talk about food.
Something.
Let's talk
Who?
about food and how it
I
nurtures
like
not only our body, but the
I
social.
like food. Me and food, we're best friends.
Yeah, we do love food.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that it's a good subject to talk about, and
Food.
how
There's
it
no
helps us with everything in our
yeah.
being.
And there's no downside to food.
No downside except
No.
eat too
Except for
much.
the stuff that you don't like.
Right, right. Except for the stuff that you don't like.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got to say our goodbyes now because we're running out of time.
Okay. Well, guys, goodbye. Hopefully, we're going to see you Sunday.
Sunday.